Greetings and salutations everyone, it's Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. In the last episode we finished a run, we started a new world, I felt kind of bad about it. We're not starting a new run this time, I realized something. We're actually in a position to see some interesting things from save files where we can run back and check the things out that we have with there's options and all that, but because I've been using save points as checkpoints and such, we're eventually going to start losing them, and I don't know, I feel like I should go back and at least look at the things that aren't going to be the full-blown routes. So, Where was the first one? Right, over here, Voice of the Smitten.
You're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Let's see what happens when we have Smitten interact with Thorn. Although, actually wait, Do I have any witch routes? Like, we obviously have this one here. That one is clearly,
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Okay, not here. That's a contrarian route. This is Adversary. That's Razor.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Okay, that's the start of a run, so that's not right.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, that's also Adversary. Surely one of these is new.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
No, that one's still a run starter.
You're on a path.
This is also the start of a run.
You're on a path.
And this is still the start of a run. Surely one of these is on the witch. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
All she did last time was beat me to death.
She just can't. We're not.
Okay, this is broken.
You're on a path. You're here.
And this is the start of a run, darn it. Huh. Well, something we could actually check out is... Of course not, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another. And another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And that leads into Razor. I'm not sure. I feel she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. I really don't... And why shouldn't we? I've told...
Remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blades, but as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be done.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. As you fall, she...
And I see you around.
You were...
Yep, there you go. You can opt back into the Razor route, even if you're on Spectre route. Okay, is there anything, absolutely anything we could do? We search through here properly. Man, it seems like we have everything except for the witch in a safe place. I feel like what I want to find from the Thorn route is something I'd want to do on its own anyway. I would also want to see that one thing from the Witch route, so I feel like jumping into Voice of the Smitten here isn't going to give me what I want.
You're here to slay.
Yep, that one isn't anything new.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Okay, clearly something is happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? No one gets hurt, we figure out a way out to be happy together.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things... If we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
I'm doing this for curiosity on what voice we bring with us.
Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
The threads of you, I think that's what they mean by he's connecting into the perimeter, the long quiet cage around us.
It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue Happily Ever After.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the Lupin last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
And here we go, Voice of the Paranoid. So, interesting. I'm sure that at some point we can come back to this if we want to see more, but, so, the Pristine Cut added 3 new routes. It gave us Happily Ever After, The Cage, and it gave us this mystery route that I haven't found yet. I know where to find it, but we're saving that for the very last route of the game. Okay. So they were added by that, and I actually saw a bit of information about why the devs added these. So when they first made it, the end of each run would be based on whether they feel like there's anything left to the story to tell. And the thing is that they did actually go back to this and apparently looked at these specific routes and thought, you know what, we can add a bit more. All 3 of them are unique routes tied to that specific princess, which I think is kind of interesting. But yeah, that aside.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place, all stale and wrong. Can't you feel it? Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one? The other one? Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent. Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my 3rd time here and it's your 1st. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass.
It is interesting to see that there is actually a bit more dynamic to the voices in this one, differences between them.
Many candles lit with flickering. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Turn around and leave.
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination, you're... Oh, isn't that convenient? As you turn around, you're faced with a solid wall. There isn't a way out. It would appear that you're stuck here until you find a resolution to our princess problem. Yes, it's very convenient, isn't it? I assure you, I'm just as surprised as you are. Can't you hear the relief in my voice? I wouldn't be relieved if I was the one who set this up. I would have known you were stuck here from the beginning. Look, it doesn't matter who put that wall there, because it's there. The only thing for you, with nowhere to go but forward, you turn...
So none of you are going to talk about the mirror?
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on, like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do. Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again. Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again. Or moving. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Does it matter if the blade is here? We didn't use it last time. The time before she used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options. Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to.
Approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves?
Reach forward.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an...
Yeah, he recognizes where that conversation is going to go, and he needs to cut it off at the immediately, so...
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice and don't eat the food.
Proceed upstairs.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated.
Isn't that better?
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for.
What are we supposed to do?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgot about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across.
Go ahead and dig in.
Remember what I... Oh, but It looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem.
For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table.
Eat.
You begin to feast.
Okay,
The
then
food is
we
more
keep going.
exquisite than you. It's really. It is the best meal but then it's over.
Wasn't that perfect?
The shadow washes across the table. The food is good, and then it's over.
You're still hungry too, right?
So the shadow sweeps over the table. The meat is fine. The bread is fine. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. Regardless of quality, it's over.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe...
Again, the shadow replaces you. The meat is greasy. I'm so... At least you still have the memory.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence. But maybe not.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their
What just
shadows
happened?
deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Did you do something that make that torch that go out?
I didn't mean to. I promise. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
It's just a torch. Don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light.
Yeah.
The princess's eyes.
We should do something fun. What if we played a game?
She's trying to distract us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should.
Flames roar, and the shadow comes dancing across the table.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go.
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
Man, the difference between opportunist here and paranoid here is night and day, isn't it?
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. Time passes. Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play.
Time passes. You play.
Oh,
There is a long pause.
this isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics.
That
as another
moment of
torch
realization
sputters.
in the narrator.
Wait. Maybe this is just.
Yeah. The game's just... The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, and so you do. And it is fun, but then you get used to the addition. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
as the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so...
This is... awful.
It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who trapped us here.
Who?
The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He is the shadow.
And there's what you get for being paranoid here. He deduces that Smitten is the shadow behind her, and it's apparently achievement. How about that? Hey Smitten, you were chatty last time. Don't you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Oh, you're talking to the shadow, aren't you?
She guessed that right away. She knows what's going on here. I knew it.
is the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
I was right, wasn't I? I can't believe I was actually right. It is him. This is what he became after ripping us open.
Okay, so now to actually experiment. We've eaten, we've played games. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on. There has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait. We live in a changing world. We know that. Something has to happen. And wait. You keep saying that, but we can't wait forever. There is no waiting forever. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
We don't have to let it go out?
The princess turns to face the final torch, eyeing it with an empty but gentle fondness.
Wouldn't that be nice? I love the little life we've built.
It doesn't end. The flame burns brightly grey eternal.
I suppose all our worry was for nothing. It's just playing pretend. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's always been cold here, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, that one hurts. Do not get the chance to respond. Something is taken her away. It's left something else in her place. Okay, that feels very unfair. What do you think will happen?
I'm too scared to say. What if my answer is what blows it out?
If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
Is there... Leave with her hand not in hand. It's finally over. See through her seated eyes at the end of everything. So there is a variation for getting that ending where you just stare at the torch.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I'm sorry. I feel like this is my fault.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
I don't think I'll ever stop.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Offer her your hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does, if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you, a comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, your arms stretched to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Yeah, we couldn't end the episode any other way, so we've looked at a few little odds and ends here and there. There is one that I would like to try, but as it is, I think we won't get the chance to do so, so we'll do it on our next route, where we are as violent as humanly possible the entire time. Until then, guys, take care. We'll see you all around.